As a fan of animations, I quite enjoyed I Am Furious Yellow. This is the 18th episode of the 13th season of The Simpsons. It's directed by Chuck Sheetz and Jim Reardon. And for context, it's got 7.7 out of 10 on IMDb, across 1.8 thousand reviews and ratings. The previous episode, which was a clip show, Gump Roast, had, I think, 5.4. It was definitely 5 point something. And there's actually a line in this about clip shows, which I thought was just beautifully placed and perfectly timed. In this episode, Bart creates a comic book character that parodies Homer. He is an angry dad, and he gets a bit of success with this, and Homer realizes that actually, yeah, he probably does have anger issues, and Homer does various things to try and quell this anger with varying results, while Bart has a roller coaster experience with his comic book character. Being a fan of animations, I'm not a huge fan of comic books, but I do love animations, and I love illustrators. I love reading about illustrators. There's just something so fascinating about it to me, because I love watching animations and I cannot draw. So it's kind of like this wonderland of just impossibility to me, and I really enjoy that. And this is something that I get out of this episode. We get to see, clips of Angry Dad and things, and I think it's very well edited. Everything flows really nicely. It's not the most predictable at times, which I think is always quite engaging when you're not entirely sure what's going to happen next, and I really enjoyed it. We also have a guest appearance from Stanley, which I thought was pretty great, in the interaction between Stanley and comic book guy. I really enjoyed just every time it cut back to the comic book store. I had a lot of fun with that one. I really like this episode. It's one that really appeals to me as a fan of animations, as a fan of cartoons. It really speaks to me there. Just the whole geek aspect of it, I really love. Of course, there should be some focus on anger issues and how it portrays people with anger management issues, and any tips that Homer might have given. Not so much tips, but definitely, even if one person watching it goes, yeah, actually, maybe I have anger issues and I should get some support for anger management, that would be pretty cool. So there could be a deeper message in this, but for me, I just love the surface level of having a lot of fun with it. Ned singing his song about Noah, I loved as well. Definitely for me, an all-round solid, really enjoyable episode.